Greetings people, 'tis I, 480 volts, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII. Alright, between now and the last video I've done a bunch of LP grinding for, mostly for Bosch and Ash. I used the golden amulet to my advantage. I got those next two missed charges for them, so let's see, I got that for these two for Bosch right here, so that way he'll be able to hit that one, and he'll be able to hit that one later on if we need to. And then for Ash, I worked her all the way up here, so that was just the easiest way to do it. I also made sure everybody knows accessories 3 and accessories 10. Everybody's learned that, because I went back to our friendly merchant over here, Mr. Dice, and I bought some stuff from him. I'll show you what I bought. I bought 3 Argyle armlets. They protect against blind. You need accessories 3 for that, and I bought 3 Nishijin belts, which protect against sleep. Need accessories 10 for that. We'll need those, and I also bought Dice sold handkerchiefs, and I bought like 20 of them. Handkerchiefs, if I can find them. There they are. They're down there. Handkerchiefs, they remove the oil status. What oil does is when a character gets oiled, they can take more damage. It basically makes them take more damage from fire magic. So that's something you want to watch out for. And we're gonna run into that in this area. So I went into everybody, and I changed their sleep gambits to self-status oil handkerchief. So basically, the moment anybody gets infected with oil, they'll use a handkerchief on themselves. So now that we've done that, I think it's time to go. So the way what we do is we walk up to this ancient device and we touch it, and it says magic stir within this device. Let's touch the device. Okay. The way status ailments work in this game, it's not like Final Fantasy VI, where if you get infected with a status ailment and then put on the accessory that protects against it, you'll remove it. No, you'll still have to remove it manually. Anyway, the Tomb of the Wraithwall. Okay. What was that thing? A contraption you'd find in all but the most rudimentary ancient ruin. One touch and off you'll whisk to you know not where. The finer points of their operation elude me, but they're handy all the same. What more need a sky pirate know? Yeah. I mean, they're ancient. They were made like eons ago, so therefore they must be more advanced than anything we have nowadays. All right, this is the Tomb of the Wraithwall. Now, this is a long, arduous trek, and this video is going to be long, I'll just let you know. But yeah, as you can see here, this is a dead end. There's nothing I can do with that. Okay, well, alright, let's examine this waystone. The device bears a time-worn inscription. Let's read the inscription. The words have been left by the Tomb Watchers. With God's craft armed, guard we his tomb. Dyad stripped, come they, one unto the other. That means a whole lot of nonsense, but let's touch the device. Oh, nothing happens. There must be a corresponding device elsewhere. Okay, so there's nothing I can do with this. Alright, now what I'm about to do is completely optional. You don't have to do this. But I want to, and this is the reason why I went and got everybody's, those 2 quickenings. 3 would be even better, but I can do it with 2. And this frees me up to unlock the 3rd one on my own time. But make sure, if you're going to use quickenings for this, make sure, it's good to have at least 2. Make sure everybody's got all their missed charges up. Everybody, all 6 party members, right? Besides Vossler, who doesn't get quickenings. Alright, I guess there's no delaying the inevitable. Let's just go down here. Okay, so that's a freaky looking altar, but okay, let's go this way. I knew it. That thing had to be alive. Crap. Oh crap, problem. That's a huge problem.
Fight or run? We better decide fast.
Yes. And by decide fast, I'm going to pause so I can explain everything. Oh, by the way, I went into configuration and I didn't really go into configuration, I just left it. I left the battle music on, or just the music in general, on reorchestrated. Turns out the Nam Yensa place where we were, has different music in the Zodiac version that I should have been listening to, but oh well. Man, I'm just gonna leave it on reorchestrated from here on. But yeah, this is the Demon Wall. This is an optional boss. You do not have to fight this thing. The way it works is he is constantly moving forward and he's pushing you down. I can't really show with the camera, but he's pushing you down. Yeah, well, he's pushing you back. And if he pushes you all the way back, it's game over. Now, you don't have to fight this guy. You can just run in the direction that he's pushing you. You can just run that way. And you'll go to a new area and you'll progress. But if you fight him, you can get a reward. Problem is, it's almost impossible to beat him unless you use quickenings. Now, I've seen people do crazy things where they didn't use quickenings. I'm gonna use quickenings, and we'll get to see quickenings in action. Now, I do not want to use Vaughn's level 2 quickening, even though it's more powerful. I want to use the level 1 because I want to save and conserve as many mischarges as I possibly can. So let's go ahead and use Red Spiral. And it doesn't matter who I use.
How about
but
some of this?
okay, basically a timer appears, and in that timer I have to enter button commands, and I entered a button command for Vaughn. So far I've used 2 mischarges for him. Okay, now I just went for Fran. Now I'm using her 2 mischarges because I'd love to explain quickenings in much more detail, but I don't have time. Point is, when that timer runs out, this quickening is over. But while it's going, I have a chance to use many different quickenings. Well, I mean, I really only have 2 for each character, but to be using everybody's different quickenings again and again and again, and try to get more bang for my buck. Now, what I just did now, no button commands popped up, so I pressed the R2 button. That shuffles the cycle, if you will, and I did it a couple times until what appeared on Balthiar for the square button was a mischarge, and that recharged his quickening charges. I had to hit it twice though, so if you're very, very good, I'm doing such a bad job of explaining it. Oh boy, time's up. Crap. If you're really, really good, you can get a whole bunch. You can get up to like 10, 11, or 12, maybe even 13 hits if you're good, or if you're quick, or if the algorithms favor you. They did not favor me. Anyway, you get different finishing moves depending on what you've done. But yeah, now everybody's expended their quickening charges, their mischarges, unfortunately. So how much damage did that do? It probably didn't do... Well, I got him to about half health. Well, you know what? That's good. Now let's wait for Vaughn to finish targeting. Now he's asleep. Okay, can you please stop targeting Vaughn? I want to switch him out. This is a problem. There we go. Now that Vaughn's no longer being targeted, let's go ahead and bring in my other party so they can use their quickenings. And you want to be fast because this guy also has a move called Telega, which is basically an instant kill to one party member. And it's not instant kill like you know, it sends him off to the X zone. This is the only... Well, this is one of 2 of the only instances where you're ever going to see that. You can't get your characters back from the X zone by Phoenix Downs or Rays. Yeah, they're just gone. Alright, let's try... Okay. So I'm basically, whenever somebody with a 1 mischarge pops up, I'm going to try to use that. And if just a misrecharge pops up, I'll try to use that. Those are my priorities. But I'll try to conserve the 2 mischarges, and I'll try to... Yeah. Anyway, let's see if we can get a little higher than 6 hits or whatever we got last time. If I can get like 10 hits, then we've got this. Ooh, mischarge. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing a bad job explaining quickenings. It's just, I have a time limit now, and I don't want to... Like, I don't have time to really explain it. And each time you enter a move, like, the time limit gets shorter and shorter, so you have less and less time to do this. There's videos online that explain quickenings in much more detail, I would advise looking up them. But yeah, it's all about quick reaction, paying attention, not panicking. Yeah.
I must endure.
Oh boy. I need a mischarge. Ooh. Ah, that didn't work. I hate that. I hate that it appeared at the last possible second. I knew it was gonna be the X button too. I went for the X button, but I was just a little too slow. Well, that sucks because this is probably not going to finish him off. This is the first take. Yeah. Okay, so there he's gonna cast Telega. Alright, so he killed Ash. Well, what I'm going to do is get her out of here, and I'll bring in somebody else. We'll bring in... I'd love to bring in Vaughn, but he's kind of asleep at the moment. We'll bring in Balthier. That's good enough. I should be able to finish this guy off. Oh yeah, he can use Doom now, too. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We've almost got him, we've almost got him. Come on, oh boy, oh boy. What, come on, one more hit, one more hit, one more hit, one more hit. There we go. Woo! Yeah, difficult boss. If you're not using quickenings, it's almost impossible. Almost! There we go. Anyway, defeating that boss is going to let me get something later on, so there we go. And this is going to be a long video, by the way. I just know it. This is a long area. Now, I just did a practice run, so I shouldn't find myself getting lost. All right, so first off, let's quickly switch back to Team Bravo, or sorry, Team Victor, because Bosch has currently got the Doom status on him. And what are you talking about? Party cannot contain more than 3 characters. Get out of there, Pinello. Switch back to Vaughn. All right. Oh, Vaughn's asleep. That's a problem. Let's attack him real quick. Remember, I turned off all my sleep gambits. Wake up, buddy. All right. All right, let's see. Hidden Jewel. A luminous azure jewel is set in the wall. Let's touch the jewel. Nothing happens. You glimpse some sort of man or device behind the jewel. Oh, well, never mind then. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that for now. But that's fine. I want to leave this area. When you use a waystone like this, that will bring back the character who got telegud, if that makes sense. So I think it was Ash. Anyway, let's use the save crystal real quick to, there we go, to get everybody back. Oh, let's just look at our license boards real quick. During all of my moving around the license board, I got a few things here and there, and one of them I want to point out is this, remedy lore. Normally, remedies remove, I don't have a lot of remedies. Normally, when you use a remedy, they only remove blind, poison, silence, and slow. Unlike previous Final Fantasy games where they just about got rid of everything. But on just about everybody's license board is a Remedy Lore 1, which makes them remove, in addition to all that, sleep, sap, immobilize, and disable, which is great. There's a Remedy Lore 2 probably hidden somewhere on this board, and sometimes there's Remedy Lore 3. Yeah, as many as those as you can get for everybody, the better, because it'll allow remedies to basically remove everything. It's kind of, excuse me, it's kind of lame that they don't already do that, but oh well. I probably should have saved just now. Oh well. Yeah, I still can't mess with that. Alright, now that we've defeated the optional boss, let's progress. Now... yeah, quickenings... I'm not going to be using quickenings a lot, but that was an emergency situation. It's awfully dark in here. Oh crap, not another one! Yeah, what's better than 1 demon wall? 2. Now this one...
The wall comes, we must be quick. Together we can bring it down.
Now this one is mandatory. We have no choice. We have to kill this one, and they make you run towards it and waste more time. The nice thing about this one is much easier because it's mandatory, you see. They're not gonna make, the other one was optional, so they're not gonna make you make it too difficult. Now this one, on this walkway, there are these altars, and you can touch these altars if you're fast enough. The Altar of Contemplation. The brazier wears a time-worn inscription. I'm only gonna read this one time. These words have been left by the Tomb Watchers. Wakes it with the flames, follows it their shadow, ne'er straying. Alright, if I touch this brazier, it will do one of two things, and there's unfortunately no way for me to know what it's gonna do unless I do it. It will either turn the fire blue, in which case the demon wall will speed up, which is very, very bad. Or it will extinguish the flame, in which case the demon wall will be halted for temporarily. I'm going to take a chance. Oh, cool. The demon wall halts its advance. It's randomized which one it is. Now that means that one there is probably going to speed it up, so I'm just not gonna touch it. Now this guy, let's pay very close attention to what he does. Okay, he's about to cast Blind Guh. So let's go ahead and anticipate that by equipping everybody with Argoyle armlets. See how I did that? Now Blind Guh's not gonna work. Well, it's gonna hit Vossler, unfortunately. But we don't care about Vossler that much. I'll have, what's her name, Fran undo that. That is useful. Okay, now he's gonna equip Silence. Shoot, I should have done something about that. Okay, well, he hit Vaughn, which is not the end of the world. Oh, now he uses Annul, which sucks out your MP. Oh, and he sucked out Fran's MP, which is great because she's the one who needs it. Oh, this is going great. This is going fantastic. And Teleka. Can I steal anything from him? Teleka, who's it gonna be? Oh, I stole a solid stone. And he sucked up Vaughn, so that's great. So I'll switch to Balthier real quick. Let's get Vaughn out of here, and let's bring in Bosch for now. Let's make him party leader. All right, let's, okay, we've almost got this guy. There's more, altars if you want to try and speed him, slow him down. But he was about to cast Sleep, so I was about to switch to Nishjin Belts, but I killed him anyway. Yeah, that one's so much easier. So much easier. Because you have no choice but to fight him, so they didn't want to make it almost impossible. Old school Final Fantasy games would have made it almost impossible. Of course, I suppose that depends on your definition of old school. This game did come out, like, almost 20 years ago. Hard to believe. I still wasn't really following video games at the time of this game's release. I started back in the video gamedom probably in 2009. All right. Well, we did that. Let's go back again. I'm going to get Bosch out of here. Bring back Vaughn, even though he's been deadified right now. So he's not even KO'd. Like, he still has all of his HP. He's just like, he just doesn't exist right now. That's just all it is. Anyway, once we defeat, well, I'll show it later. Let's go over here. Touch the device. This'll bring Vaughn back into existence. Let's switch him back to party leader. Okay. Let's hit the save crystal one more time. You know, let's actually save, because now that we've done all that, heaven forbid something were to go terribly, terribly wrong, and I had to restart. I would hate that. Though this game's autosave feature should make that much easier for me. Alright, let's go back. Those are the only two instances where we have to ever worry about Teleka, I believe. So it's the only time we'll ever see XII. And those are, well, I'm not gonna say never, but I don't foresee myself using quickening that much in the near future. I may. But anyway, once you've defeated the second demon wall, you can go over, I'm going the wrong way. You can go over to where you defeated the first one, if you defeated the first one, and if we touch the jewel now, this happens. Why, looky, looky, looky. That opened up a pathway. And An outer pathway. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, it doesn't matter which one you go down because they're each gonna circle around to the other. So I'll just choose the rightmost path and go this way. And I will also tell you right now, this is not worth you defeating the demon wall. So if you want to run from that first demon wall, go right ahead. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my stealing gamuts. I think we can use those. And this is where we'll need those oil gambits. I mean, we won't. It's not the end of the world if you don't have them, but like, it would be nice if we have them. Any enemies here? Doesn't look like it. All right, well, let's just go through this door. That was fairly anticlimactic. Okay, let's see. Anything? Wait a minute. Okay, this path leads to... This path will lead around to the other way, which I don't need to do. I want to go down this way. This will actually lead to a treasure chest. And we got some enemies. We have Seekers. Again, they're not actually flying enemies, so you shouldn't have any trouble killing them with anybody else. Alright. Matter of fact, I'm going to just fast forward. I'm not terribly concerned about the enemies. I'll go ahead and tell you right now. You can see my levels. Obviously, all that LP grinding I did for Bosch and Ash, an inevitable thing that happened was that, well, we gained a bunch of levels too. So yeah, I'm probably a little bit over leveled for this area because, well, these guys are level 17. I think that's about as high as the common enemy gets. Anyway, these guys are Talos. They're like Flan type enemies. You can steal files of green liquid from them, which is nice because that still sells for a lot of money. These guys will cast the oil status on you sometimes, so be mindful of that. And they also, they can use fire against you. They are weak to aqua, to water. So if you want to use that to your advantage, you can. Alright, now that Team Victor is successfully leveled up, let's switch over back to Team Bravo. For those of you who don't remember, I jokingly call them that, Team Bravo and Team Victor, because Victor, V for Vaughn, and Bravo, B for Bosch. Doesn't matter who you have in the lead. The thing is on the map, or not the map, but in the menu, it's all, like, the characters are always laid out in this order. Vaughn, Balthier, Fran, Bosch, Ash, and Pinello. Because I guess that's the order in which you got them. Though technically you got Balthier and Fran at the same time. So, like, whenever you laid them out in battle, like, that's always going to be the order that they pop up. So, like when I bring in Bosch, Ash, and Pinello, it's always going to be in that exact order. You see what I'm saying? It's just how 480 likes to do it. By the way, this is where I really am going to start wishing I had a dedicated white mage in Team Victor, and I don't right now. But it's okay, this is the last time where that's going to be a problem. After this area, we will have a dedicated white mage in Team Victor. Okay, we're getting a lot, we're getting ambushed. I kind of wanted to get that chest. Oh, we got the oil status. Look at that. And Pinello went ahead and used a handkerchief. Ow. Because you notice I have a dedicated black mage in each team, but I only have one white mage in this team. Fran can cast limited cure magic, but that's about it. She's, that's all we got. Alright, this chest contains a Scathe mote. Now, Scathe is one of, if not the most powerful black magic spells in the game. And it will be a while before we get access to it, but they gave us a mote, and I'll tell you right now, that mote is not nearly as powerful as when you use it in action, like the spell itself, especially with a strong, magic user. So I really don't think that that reward is worth it. You fighting the demon wall. There is another reward that we will get after we've completed this area for defeating that first demon wall. Now at this point, off the top of my head, I don't know what that reward is. I know how to get it and who gives it to you, but I just don't remember exactly what it is. I don't know if it's worth it at this point. See, on this team, I have Pinello using Cura as needed, and that's handy. But, I don't have that in Team Victor. Yet! There we go. We got a windstone. I love the clinking sound of his armor. Alright, so this door right here. This'll lead me. Oh, okay, well. Through this long, narrow hallway. Yeah, make sure you have a fair amount of handkerchiefs because a lot of enemies will try to cast oil on you, and then they'll try to follow it up with fire magic. Alright, this leads me to the other side. So, there we go. So that whole detour's been taken care of. Excellent. Oh, wrong way. Now, let's progress. So we go through this door. And this is where we fought the second demon wall. And obviously, if you let the demon wall, even the second one, push you all the way to the back, it's game over. But, like I said, it's hard to let that happen for the second demon wall. It's very easy to let that happen for the first one. But for the second one, nah, it's hard. They give you everything you need to defeat that one. But yeah, I will not be abusing quickenings. They're a lot of work for not the best results, in my opinion. They're not very efficient. It's a shame, too, because I love the limit break system in Final Fantasy X. I think it was a little bit too complicated in Final Fantasy X, too. Honestly, I think Final Fantasy X had the best limit system ever. It was perfect. Perfectly balanced. Yeah, everything about it was perfect. I don't know about everything, but it was as good as it ever got. Final Fantasy VII was great. But I didn't like the fact that it canceled out the fight command.
It wounds me to look on as they pillage so solemn a place.
Who's they?
Yet without help, you and I are as nothing. Is this not so? He thinks ever and always on his own profit. Assure him of it and he shall remain true to our cause.
I do not share your majesty's trust.
We will continue this later. Now we should concern ourselves with finding the Dawn Shard.
Yeah, old Wolverine there doesn't like to work with other people.
It sleeps in waiting, somewhere deep within.
How can you be certain?
I can hear its call.
Okay, well, whatever you say. Alright, now the actual meat of the tomb begins. Alright, so we got a triangle of waystones. Now, I'll go ahead and show you. This one, let's touch this waystone. This is gonna lead us back to the second waystone. Okay, this is the one that leads outside the tomb, and then there's one outside the tomb that leads back to this one, right? This is the second one that earlier did not exist, or did not work. It said, you know, it just didn't work. So now that one's working. So sweet. Now we have some more fast travel methods. Not that we really need it. This waystone, honestly, we don't need. But I guess if you want to quickly warp back to the beginning, you can. Now let's go ahead and grab this urn. You obtain a map of King Wraithwall. Sweet. Now, these waystones here do not work. They are disabled. We're going to have to go and manually activate them. And you can see the way our map is laid out. We've got two branching pathways. It doesn't matter which one you go through first because you're going to have to do them both at some point. So, yeah, don't go that way. That leads back. All right, so we'll start by going this way. Yeah, like, it doesn't matter which way you go, but this is the way I did it in my practice run today, so I'm gonna do it this way. Yeah. Excellent. Wait, hang on, let me look at the map real quick. Okay, yeah, I'm just looking at something real quick. Now, fork in the road, again, it doesn't really matter which way you go, because we're going to, they both lead to the same place. One of them is slightly longer than the other. I think I'm gonna take the long path for now, and then I'll circle back. Like, it'll basically lead me around, and I'll just, like, this is gonna lead me to my objective, but the path keeps going after the objective, and that will lead you back to the other part of the fork. So both of them will lead to the objective, just different ways, if that makes sense. And I'm taking the long path. Basically, once I reach the objective, I'll keep going, and I'll go through the second path. That probably made no sense. But let's keep an eye out for treasure chests. Some of these chests have useful things, some of them don't. All right, we got some zombies, yay! Why are you going for that one, Bosch? Ugh, annoying. And then we've got, Rago. I don't know what these things are. I don't know how you pronounce it. Anyway, these things, they are weak to, arrow, or wind, I should say. And I had the arrow spell, so that would be good to use, but, nah. I will use... you're not gonna see me using the arrow spell a lot unless, like, it's an area of effect spell, so, like, if I have a bunch of enemies that are weak to it all in the same spot, like, very close to each other, I'll use it. And that's typically how I'm gonna approach a lot of elemental magic. I prefer to just slash my way through enemies using physical attacks. Ow! Yeah, I forgot that those things self-destruct. And the annoying thing about an enemy that self-destructs, when he self-destructs, you don't get any LP or experience from him. Which, I mean, is consistent with how it's always been in previous games. Now, what I just said about elemental magic doesn't mean that magic in this game is useless. No, far from it. I find that, like, status ailments and debuffs and stuff like that are incredibly useful in this game. Which is how I like it. That's something I liked about Final Fantasy IV. Status ailments were very useful in that game. Alright, let's just fast forward, because this takes too long. I think those guys use just about every element except for wind. 71 gil, whatever. I know they can put oil on you, and then these zombies here, they can use magic too, so you just want to watch out. Just about everything in here can use fire. Oh, we got a strip of foul flesh. That sells for good money. I'm sure it smells, but it does sell for good money. And then here we've got, lesser chimera. They're weak to water. They don't really look like chimeras to me, but I guess that's why they're lesser chimeras. We got 3 chests. Okay, let me kill these zombies. Okay. I'll get the chests in a minute. When Bosch darted over there, that was not me controlling him. Okay, got a potion. 82 gil. And 19 gil. He targeted that creature, and so he just went right up to him. He was like, no, I want to fight this guy. He basically said squirrel. Wait, who leveled up, by the way? Oh, it was Vossler. Eh, well. Vossler's at an incredible level right now. Yeah, I'm definitely over-leveled for this area, but hey, I'd rather be over-leveled than under-leveled. In my initial test run of this game, I was about 10 I don't know exactly when, I don't know if it was here or later, but basically, I ended up being like 10 levels over than what I needed to be for most of the campaign. And then I did all the optional content, so by the time I got to the final, well, not all the optional content, I did a bunch of optional content, so by the time I got to the final boss in the final area, I was incredibly over-leveled. Alright, so this waystone does not work, right? But if I touch this Northfall pedestal, a luminous crimson jewel is set in the pedestal. Let's touch it. Alright, that lowers that sort of pedestal halfway down. Oh, and it makes a whole bunch of zombies appear. And if I had holy elemental stuff, that would be what I want to use on these guys, but I don't, so I can't. Alright, now this thing is activated, but before I use it, let's explore the other part. Let's see, which way did I come out of? I came out of this way, right? So let's go this way now. Ow. Actually, no, I don't need to use the pedestal. Bosch has slow on him. That's annoying, and there's nothing I can do to stop that. There will be later on. But I don't even... Well, nobody's a time mage right now, and I don't even have the haste spell. It's okay, we'll get it. We'll get it working. Trust me, we'll get it fixed later. Solid stone. I forget what solid stones do, like if they sell for a good amount of money or what. Anything here? This looked like the perfect place to hide some treasure. There was nothing here. Oh, okay. Ah. Stupid zombies just pop up out of the ground. This also looked like the perfect place to hide some treasure, but there was nothing here again. And before I go through the door, let me just go down this way because there should be, yes. 223 gil, okay. Now this leads me... This leads me, what I was talking about, to the other side of the fork. So sweet. And I believe there's a chest back here. Watch out for the trap. You know what? Everybody leave the party except for Bosch and Bossler. Bosch has Libra. Don't trip the He tripped the trap. I forgot about that. Stupid enemy just pops up right there. But it's fine. We got it. And I brought everybody back in the party, so they should get the experience. Alright, let's open the treasure. It's Dispel! Yay! We got the Dispel spell! This is one of the instances where I love the Zodiac version. Because in the original PS2 version, you did not get Dispel until way later in the game. And Dispel is so incredibly useful in this game. So I love it. Now I'm gonna backtrack. Because I want to, yeah, I just want to. Or do I need to? No, I don't need to. I don't need to backtrack. I was gonna, well, yeah, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I don't need to backtrack. Alright, what next? Let's work our way back to that central area. No, I don't want to go that way because that leads back to where I just was. All right. You know what, Pinello? Well, let's wait till we're all okay. I was gonna say, Pinello, you need to Cura. I think I will. There we go. Now. The waystone this waystone is now active. After you touch the Northfall pedestal, this waystone becomes active. And it leads you back to this area. There was a waystone there, it just leads you back there. So now we have a fast travel method over there. I don't really need to show it. Now let's take the other path. So, again, like I said, it doesn't matter which one you take, but, well, one of them leads to Dispel and the other one doesn't. You have to take them both. Ow. Alright. Now, again, I'm going to take whichever one leads to the long way. Okay, so I think I want to take the outermost path. I think that leads to the long way. Sweet. Oh, I thought there might have been a chest here. Whatever. Let's go through this door. As soon as Bosch finishes casting Libra. There we go. I'm glad he's casting Libra, but like sometimes I'm like, bro, I want to go. All right. Is there a chest here? Yeah, no. Let's go this way. Is there a chest here? This looks like the perfect place to hide a chest. How are we doing on levels? All right. No? Nothing here? Okay. And yeah, the music in this area, it's so boring. But yeah, yeah, the music that played in the Namyensa Sansi that we heard in the last video. Yeah, if you have the arranged, the reorchestrated version turned on, you'll have different music. And I think it's, what it is the music that we heard last video, that's for a different area. It was supposed to be. And in the Zodiac version, some new music tracks were written because in the original PS2 version, they basically recycled a few tracks. Oh, we got a balance mode. Not that I care about that. It's sort of like in Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon, how like the original version that came out, this is a Lich. He likes to teleport all over the place. He's weak to Holy. The original PS1 version that came out, you know, you had a bunch of music basically recycled itself, and the deal was that Stuart Copeland had not finished composing the game's score before the game was released. But then on the greatest hits version that came out like a little bit later, it had all of the music. This is kind of the same shebang. So for that reason, I will keep it on reorchestrated from now on. I don't know, there's just something about the Estersan and Rabanastre that I like better as the original version, but it's fine. Alright, let's just take out these guys. But this music in general, like this particular music is just boring. I mean, it fits the area, but yeah, it's just, okay. Ugh, I hate teleporting enemies. Oh, and he blinded me, that's great. Oh, he blinded Ash. Still not good. Alright, sweet. Level up time. Ow! That was my fault. I forgot he self-destructs. Well, in my defense, everybody ran away from him anyway. Alright, who leveled up? Just Ash? That's fine. There's Bosch. And Pinello. Okay, well, looks like we're going over here now. Alright, now let's switch back in Team Victor. Alright. Anything in here? Nope. Alright, sweet. Let's go down this way. Oh, now we can steal. Yeah, these guys like to cast oil on us. I hope I have enough handkerchiefs for the boss. Spoiler alert, there's a boss, as if that's a surprise. Oh, I actually picked up a few more handkerchiefs, that's good. Let's just go get Vossler situated. Alright, so we've got 21 gil here, 56 gil here, and 4 gil here. Sweet, let's just take care of these enemies. These are lost souls. And I'm doing a very bad job at stealing from them. Yeah, this is where Fran is becoming overwhelmed as far as healing. In fact, how many high potions do I have? 22? How did I get so low on potions? That's fine. I don't think I'm gonna be needing potions much more. I really think high potions are gonna become the thing. There we go. Out. Yeah, just do that. Would you stop teleporting like a little girl and face me like a man? My goodness. Oh, that's a new one. A new one spawned. That's great. Is this one? Oh, this is a Cult Swarm Lich. This is a rare game. Oops. Well, there you are. I was wondering why he was taking... Oh, and he killed... Okay, we're actually in trouble, guys. Okay, he's dead. Ooh, that was nice. Well, I got 4 LP out of the deal. Oh, wow. That was fun. Not. Let's never do that again, shall we? Okay. Okay. Vaughn, you go ahead and use a high potion on yourself. And matter of fact, just for grins and giggles. No. You use a high potion on yourself. And Fran, you use just a regular potion. That's all you need. That'll be good for now. Wow, I was not counting on that. These rare games, man, they keep catching me with my pants down. Ah, petrify, that's nice. That's nice because I have no way of dealing with it. I mean, I have gold needles, obviously. I have those. I have a few of them too, but like I don't have the spell that takes care of that. There is a spell that takes care of petrification. I don't have it. All right, treasure chest that contains a Kira mote. Well, how nice. All right, let's go in here. Now, this one, the pedestal is already halfway, or the altar, I should say, is already halfway down. Well, it initially was all the way up, but when we touched the North Fall pedestal earlier, it brought this one down as well as the other one, so it brings them both down. Likewise, when I touch the South Fall pedestal, it's going to bring them both down all the way. So you have to do them both. But now, on each one of these areas... Okay, hang on a minute. Enemy time. Okay. No, we don't need to steal. We need to attack, and we need to attack fast. Everybody attack a different enemy. I forgot about this. Kill that guy, Vaughn. Thank you. Vaughn, you're really, really slow. We're gonna have to do something about that. Sweet. Alright, now in both areas, you can go past the altar. It doesn't matter which one you go through, it's going to lead you to, they're both gonna lead you to this area right here. So, before I go down there, because I just unlocked it, I'm going to take the other way, the way that I did not come from, which should be here, right? Yes, this should be the way I did not come. I think there's one more treasure I want to pick up. We got Skull Warriors. Skull Warriors and Lost Souls. See, they got Protect on themselves. If I had a white mage in the party, I could use Dispel to remove that. But I really don't care that much. I'll use it for bosses. Well, no, I'll use it for some common enemies too, but... yeah, right now, yeah. Anyhow. Any treasure around here? No? Okay. Hello. Hi, friend. Excellent. No treasure here. Okay. Continuing. And, ooh, a winged helm. Doesn't he already have one? Yeah, he already has one. I got excited for nothing. Come on, come on. Take him out. Ooh, a handkerchief. That'll become useful. Alright, now here's another chest. Now, to ensure that I don't accidentally trip this trap. Now, Vossler, don't do anything stupid. There we go. The HEDGEHOG. Whatever. That would have helped us a little bit when we fought the first demon wall, but I think even that would not have been enough. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. In the original PS2 version, I think you could have had the Berserk spell by now. But, well, there you go. Oh boy, oh boy. Come on, guys. Watch out for the trap. And you obtain Vanish. Yeah! Remember Vanish from Final Fantasy VI? And it was like one of my favorite spells in the entire game because it was so useful. Guess what? It's incredibly useless in this game. Yeah, Vanish, what it does, it makes you invisible, like you would expect. But here's the thing. When enemies cast Vanish on themselves, you can't target them, right? It's not even that you can't even hit them. You can't target them. They just don't show up as targets, even though you can see them. Like, you can see their shimmery outlines. Kind of look like the Jem'Hadar from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, where they, like, shroud themselves. So you can see them if you, like, look hard enough. But you can't actually target them. And you get all excited and you think, oh, that's cool. But when you cast Vanish on your own team, the enemies can still target you. At least in my experience. So, what's the point? I don't know if maybe it's just certain enemies. Maybe some enemies are just smarter than the Vanish spell. But to me, it's useless. So I'm not even ever gonna use it. I can't even remember. I wanna say it's green magic. But it's so not worth my time. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. I wanna head back to the central area. Alright, we're almost... Okay. We'll be done with this area in a couple minutes. And then I have a bunch of cutscenes to watch, and then we're done. Alright, so now all three of these all of these waystones are active. It doesn't matter which one you touch. You gotta go to at least one of them. I mean, or you could just walk back to the rooms we were just in, but I figured this was a little quicker. And we want to, see now, just pick a room, pick either one of these rooms, and go to where the altar used to be, and just go down here. We're now going into a secret path that does not appear on the map, like on the map part of, but you can see on my mini-map it is there, oddly enough. So that's nice. Now we just go over to this door, open the door, and cutscene. What do you say, guys?
Fog? Underground?
Not fog. Mist.
You can see the mist with your eyes?
Where it is thick enough, you may. The nether runs deep in this place.
So, is the mist dangerous?
Yes, but it is also an aid. A dense mist allows the working of powerful magics.
I'm not sure if they ever explained
I'll
the
keep
mist in
that
this game.
mind. Can't count on Vaughn to keep track of these things. That's for sure.
I think she said the nether, and I think nether is where we get nethicite. So yeah, make of that what you will. Anyway, this is where we are. Had I taken the other, because I took this pathway, had I taken that pathway, I would have still ended up here just on the other side, so it doesn't matter. I do want to go down here because there's some treasure. And a blood sword. Yeah, cool. I'll go ahead and give that to Vaughn, if he can wear it. No, he can't. He needs, oh, he needs, it's its own license. I forgot. Yeah, it's its own license, and I think it's all the way down here. I mean, I could get it. Screw it, let's get it. Let's just work our way down there. Increase your max HP, sure. I'll get those gambit slots later, don't worry. Focus, increase strength when HP is full. Ooh, that's nice. And there's the blood sword. And that's also going to unlock ribbon, which, yeah, I need like 215 license points. And I don't think I ever use ribbon in this game, but, well, there you are. But let's go ahead and give it to, Vaughn. Oh, it actually lowers his attack power. It causes sap. Never mind, I don't want the blood sword. What I have is better. Okay. Let's see, let's go back to where we were. This whole area is just circles around, so I mean you can just pick a pathway, but there is another treasure. Don't go down that way, just go up this way. Because I want to pick up the treasure, which is a tuft of phoenix down. Okay. Now we're about to fight a boss, and it's not that it's a difficult boss or anything, but I think I would prefer to use Team Bravo, just so I have, you know, access to Cura. In fact, let's go ahead and use Cura, because we're a little low on HP right now. At least Bosch is. There we go. Now, let's go down here and see what awaits us. Huh. What is that thing? Well, surely it's gonna be a kind soul and let us pass and not get into a fight with us, right? 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 Kinda looks like Ifrit. With some imagination. Ah, no, you're gonna make it difficult, aren't you? And I love this music, too. Alright, this is Bellius. Nothing particularly special about him, just go ham. Just wail on him. He can cast oil on you, so make sure you have your handkerchief gambits if you set those up. Oh, I love this music. Okay, what did he do? He readied Saber. Did he do anything? Okay, no. Yeah, I think I suppose Blizzard or Aqua might be effective on him, maybe. But I think it's just better to just wail on him. Oh boy, come on. Yeah, you might want to consider having Protect again on everybody. Alright, now here's the annoying part. He readies Greater Barrier. Okay, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Alright, oh boy. Alright, so what's gonna happen? Don't die, come on. Okay, he inflicted oil. Our gambits took care of that. Now, let's go, oh, he didn't put it on Vossler, but look at Vossler's HP. Alright, now the problem is he has Shell and Protect on him now. So what I'm going to do is use that fancy new Dispel thing that I got and use it on him. Yeah, he likes to cast fire, so if you don't, now I took care of, Dispel and Protect. If you don't get rid of the oil status, he could really hurt you. You know what, Canelo, you need to do that. Somebody please do something to Vossler, either, thank you, I was like, either hurt him or heal him, but get his HP some digit off. Alright, we've almost got this guy. There, we got him. He's dead. I know how you feel, buddy. Oh, what's this? Uh-oh. That gives me flashbacks to Final Fantasy V. You obtain the Esper Bellius the Gigas. What, no victory fanfare? You disappoint me.
In vain glory they arose,
okay,
shouting challenges at the gods.
Okay.
But prevail they did not. Their doom it was to walk the mist until time's end. A legend of the Nemo.
Good boys, the Nemo.
My family tells a story of the Dynast King and an Esper. The story goes that in his youth, the Dynast King defeated a mighty Gigas, for which the gods took heed of him. Thereafter, it was ever bound to him in thraldom.
And you never thought to tell us this before?
So, all this time it's been here guarding the Dynast King's treasure?
Not so. The Esper is the Dynast King's treasure.
Really?
That's your treasure?
In this Esper we now command rests a power whose worth is beyond any measure.
Is that so? Call me old-fashioned, but I was hoping for a treasure whose worth we could measure.
Balthier's a simple man. He likes Gil. Alright, anyway, we got our first of many new Espers. Okay, over here is an elixir. Bellius. There are 13 Espers in total, and I'm going to get every single one of them. And we got Shades of Black. What is Shades of Black? Is that a... Shades of Black is a technique. I think it casts a random black magic spell on somebody with no MP. The Esper... Okay, a lot of the Espers, most of them are optional. A few of them are mandatory. That one was mandatory, and it was also like the easiest Esper battle there is. They get harder, don't worry. But I'll explain more about Espers in the next video because this one's already going long, and I kind of want to just finish this area out. But yeah, we'll be getting every Esper in this game. Those who have played the game know that that's not the easiest task in the world. Like I said, some of them are mandatory for the story. But, oh, let's go ahead and switch back to Team Victor. I just wanted Team Bravo just so I had access to Kira. But yeah, I'm gonna pass up that Waystone and view this cutscene first. What you think, Vossler?
What's wrong? Your Majesty, we must go.
What is it, Ash?
What?
What's wrong? Oh, hello. That's her girly boy looking husband. I meant to call him husband. I don't know why I accidentally called him wife. Wait, is he gone or just does nobody else see him? I think nobody else sees him. Oh, never mind. Vaughn sees him. Why? Why is that? He's not real. He's like, follow me. It's cool here. We have cookies.
You will be avenged.
Or avenge me. Yeah, Vaughn sees him, but nobody else does. They're like, what are you looking at? Well, there you go. Now you have something in common with the pretty girl. Should make flirting a lot easier. Well, you got that thing. Is that the Dawn Shard? Are we done here? Yeah, you obtained the Dawn Shard. Alright, I think the Dawn Shard is actually an accessory I can wear. Yeah, it reduces your MP to 0. Because it's Nethicite, you see, it absorbs all magic, so yeah, wouldn't make sense. You know what? I really should be the other team. It's fine. Let's use the Waystone. By this, return ye to the Hall of the Destroyer. By other means, return ye back to this place. Okay, let's just touch the Waystone. We got a few more minutes, guys. Got a bunch of cutscenes to get through, and then I'll end off the video. And something else, too. Let's touch the device. Let's get out of this place. We're done with this area. We don't ever have to come back here again. Actually, I will come back here endgame, just to get something. Alright, let's go ahead and hit this. Oh, a strong mist prevents teleportation. Translation, there's some plot significant thing coming up that we have to get through. I'm going to turn off our stealing gamuts because we don't need that. And I'm going to change Vaughn's attack status to lowest max HP. Just go ahead and get that out of the way. Alright, let's do this. Let's just exit out the old-fashioned way since they don't want us teleporting. Uh-oh. Now, this is a problem.
Such a tremendous honor to again be graced with your presence, Majesty.
You again?
You left us with such great dispatch upon our last encounter that I must confess I had begun to worry that we may have given your Majesty some cause for offense.
Just a little bit.
Such a heartfelt display of remorse. Now what is it you want?
I want you to give me the Nethicite.
Yeah, don't mince your
The
words.
Nethicite?
That is a base imitation. We seek Wraithwald's legacy, the ancient relics of the Dynast King. Day-affected Nethicite. Did you not tell them, Captain Azalus?
Majesty, he speaks of the Dawn Shard. That is the Nethicite.
I'm sorry, I spoiled that the Dawn Shard was Nethicite. I thought it was obvious.
Are you mad, Vossler? If we are to save Dalmasca, we must accept the truth. I will fight this profitless battle no more.
Captain Azalus has struck a wise bargain. In return for the Dawn Shard, the Empire will permit Lady Ash to reclaim her throne. And the Kingdom of Dalmasca will be restored.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
Think on it. An entire kingdom for a stone, you must admit, is more than a fair exchange.
And when all is said and done, your master will have another pet.
What do you mean by that?
Lady Ash, let us take him for the people of Dalmasca. Your Majesty wallows in indecision on peril of their heads. And his shall be the first to fall.
Well, if you're like...
Well, at least your sword is to the point.
Balthier with the wisecracks. He's not scared of anything. I love him. Oh. Really, Ash? Well,
To think the relics
flattered.
of the Dynast King were day-affected Nethicite, Dr. Sid will be beside himself.
What did you say?
Captain Azalus, take them to Shiva. They should have leave to return to Rabanasta soon.
Oh boy.
I want you to assess its power.
Did our orders not specify that we return the stone for testing?
I will not chance returning with a stone that is yet unproven.
Interesting. The 8th Fleet of the Arcadian Imperial Army, light cruiser class airship Shiva. Yeah, the actual Espers in this game, they're not the classic ones we know and love. The classic ones are just what airships are named after.
When we return to Dalmasca, we can announce that you are alive and well. I will then continue our negotiations with the Empire.
Oh, you'd like
I
that,
believe
wouldn't you?
Lars is the key. He'll listen to us. We should trust him.
Who are you, Vossler, to talk of trust?
That's right. You tell him, Ash.
A son of Dalmasca.
Oh, you know what? I really shouldn't have picked this team.
Our
Oh well.
equipment here is limited, so we'll be using the ship's drive to make our assessment. Once we've connected the stone, the reaction should be easily measured.
Methods do not interest me, only results.
Well, all right then, Mr. Reckless. What's wrong, Fran?
Such heat. The mist, it's burning.
6,800, 6,900, 7,000. This must be Deifacted Nethicite. The count still climbs.
Ah, we found it at last. True Deifacted Nethicite. The power of the Dynast King in my hands.
The power of the Dynast King in the palm of my hands.
Vain.
What is this? Something's wrong.
What is it?
I guess Judge Geese had his own ambitions.
You stand.
Ow.
Hold her down.
I don't think you can. Quite a scream you got there. You gotta teach me how to do that. Okay, okay.
What's wrong with her?
I always knew Fran didn't take well to being tied up. I just never knew how much. How about you?
I like Fran's idea. Let's get out of here.
I like how Balthier just casually took the cuffs off. Uh-oh.
Sky Pirates, the future of Dalmasca will not be stolen.
Oh, crap.
Why do this, Bash? This struggle is futile. You must know where it leads.
I do know. All too well.
Alright, we got a battle against Vossler and a bunch of Imperial swordsmen. I really should have had Team Bravo because Fran is berserked in this battle, and I don't know if there's a way I can change that. But with everybody's, with Vaughn targeting lowest max HP, he's gonna take out the swordsman first and then take out Vossler. Gonna take out that guy. And also, if I had had the other, oh boy, this is actually really bad. You know what? I'm gonna. Okay. I need Balthier to not be targeted. I'm going to quickly bring in Pinello. I'm going to see. Okay, first off, can you dispel that that berserk effect? Because that would be nice. Yes, you did. Excellent. Now, can I get Pinello out of here? Yes. Excellent. Now we'll have, yeah, you cure yourself, Fran. That just makes things a little bit more manageable. I forgot that was the thing. Although Berserk is nice, but, you know, this way. Yeah. Okay, so now Vossler has Reflect and Shell and Haste on him. You know what? Another thing that would have been nice to have, the other team is I could have had access to Dispel. Which, again, I could bring Pinello in, but, forget it. Vossler's not that difficult. I'm more worried about haste than anything else, but we'll deal with it. And he readies in rage, which makes him, I guess, faster and more powerful and probably better defense. It's basically angry time. Pissed off mode. Ow, 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 ow. You need a high potion there, buddy. You just do. Does he have... Nah, he just has really high defense right now. Stop attacking Vaughn. Alright, you know what? You use a high potion on Vaughn, so Vaughn can concentrate on, like, attacking. Golly, this guy is being mean! I did a test run of this not even a minute ago, well, like an hour ago, and he wasn't this difficult. Alright, we've almost got him. Stop attacking Vaughn! There we go. He's dead. Yeah, really should have Kira for that battle. Well, we killed Wolverine. Oh my gosh, just die already! I don't care. Uh-oh.
Negative. Impossible.
Engine room, this is the bridge. Report.
What are they doing down there?
Happened?
The Nethicite's draining the ship's power.
Disengage it at once.
I want that
We're
number
trying
3
to
unit
stop
seal.
that.
Lend me an hand.
Absolute critical in 300. Cascade failure.
Imagine that, the ancient relic
Ash, let's go.
that we don't know much about, and you decided to put into your engine reactor.
I've never thought of
It's causing everything to go bad. Imagine that.
I know you do. I would ne'er gainsay your loyalty.
Yeah, you were always loyal to Dalmasca, I'll give you that.
What my haste has wrought. Did I act too quick? Or was your return too late? I can serve her no more. You must take up my charge.
Would have been nice if you had realized this before we beat you upside the head, but whatever. Yeah, just leave him. Leave him. He'll survive. He's Wolverine. He drank milk that was past the expiration date. He can survive. He might be okay. Well, okay, maybe not now. Exploderations!
This might get a little dicey.
The mist. It manifests now.
Is that what you call this?
Yeah, I call that fire and explosions. Fran, are you good? Are you gonna go berserky again?
What's that?
Miraculously, it survived.
I think it's the dawn shard.
I think. Wait. Okay.
The dreadnought Leviathan is sunk. The 8th Fleet of the Arcadian Imperial Army lost. As word of the events in the yacht sounded throughout the Empire, quit I Bujeba, citing sudden malady. My true motive, to bring the various counter-imperial forces scattered throughout Ivalice together in unified resistance. By this time, Lady Ash had made her return to Rabanastre. She had not, however, made known her presence. Rather, she was content with keeping both her own whereabouts and those of the Dawn Shard concealed.
Smart move.
Had she chosen then to go before her people, my error in announcing her suicide would be known, to the great detriment of my efforts to assemble a resistance. In such circumstance as the Lady Ash then found herself, even were she to proclaim Dalmasca restored, it would serve only to invite the Empire's wrath. Though Arcadia had lost her 8th Fleet, she remained, as ever, a military power with which to be reckoned.
Well, that's nice. All right, Chapter 16, Biding Time. And what is this place? Well, I'll just go ahead and tell you it's Arcades. Should be pretty obvious. No one had to tell me this was Arcades. It actually kind of reminds me of Coruscant. And I think it's those flying contraptions there. Oh, that's neat. If you're flying over top that almost looks like a sword. That's cool. Or cutscenes.
The Rosarian Empire assembles a vast host under guise of martial exercises. It is our belief they wait for the proper pretext, the sooner to make their strike against Arcadia.
Keep stroking your beard there, buddy.
And her fleet, at such a time, comes as a most grievous blow. Were Rosaria to invade, the battle would be hard fought. Had Lord Vane not deployed the fleet so capriciously, we would not now find ourselves in such perilous circumstances.
He came out of hyperspace too close to the system.
Lord Vane shall be made to answer for his actions.
You have failed me for the last time.
Excellency, though he be your son, justice must be served.
I am the Senate.
A convenient thing, justice. And so I must now make a choice between my throne and my son.
Your son's a jerk. Choose the throne.
Most lamentable situation for us all.
Oh? For Lord Vane, perhaps. Yet surely Lord Lauser will make for a fine emperor.
Yeah, he's the good boy.
Lauser so adores his brother, and he is yet young.
But he will not remain young forever.
Yeah, I mean, just look at you, dude.
Himself unraveling Lord Vane's tangled skein. Lord Lauser has found his role to play and pursues it with some enthusiasm.
Ah, yes. And who would set him at such tasks?
What matter? Lord Vane himself once saw his elder brothers brought to like justice, did he not?
What do you mean by that?
At your excellency's behest, as I recall.
Yeah, you keep coughing. It's a good way of deflecting.
Lord Gramis. So long as the Senate watches over her, Arcadia's well-being will ever be ensured.
By your will, I shall bid Vane return to Arcades.
All right, then. Now, this place that we're currently in, we won't be coming here for a long time. She's like, no, it's mine. Can't have it. I don't care if you're my late husband. You're dead, and I want it. Do you mind? This was a private grieving moment. Private character development.
So, it was the Dawn Shard that brought down the Imperial fleet.
Oh, you think?
You know your stuff. Destructive power of such force. I've seen it once before. Lady Ash, you know of what I speak.
Really?
The capital of Old Nebradia, Lord Rassler's fatherland.
And they never did tell us how it
The
fell.
invasion, a division of Imperials entered the city. There was a mighty explosion. Friend and foe died alike.
Oops.
Something was there. One of the Dynast King's relics. The Midlight Shard was in Nebradia. More Nethicite. Well, no wonder they invaded.
That ridiculous war. The trap at the treaty signing. All this because Vane wanted power. He must not be allowed to claim the Nethicite. The Empire must never hold it.
Oh, they already do. The Dusk Shard, most likely the Midlight Shard too.
They don't have the Dawn Shard,
Besides, can't they manufacture Nethicite now?
Very well. Then the path set before us is clear. We'll use the Dawn Shard to fight them.
You sure that's a good idea?
Dalmasca does not forget kindness, nor ill deed done. With sword in hand, she aids her allies. Sword in hand, she lays to rest her foes. This Nethicite I hold must be my sword. I will avenge those who have died.
Lady Ash?
The Empire will know remorse.
You know what they say. Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Now you think you're using this for the right reasons, but I'm sure at one point the Empire thought they were using it for the right reasons. And then I like Vaughn here. He's just like, yeah, how do you even use it?
May know.
Who's the Gareth?
The Gareth people live by the old ways. Matricide lore is a part of their culture.
Well, sweet. We'll ask
When
them.
we hear it, the cry of the Nethicite's power, whispers of the stone's menace.
Dangerous though it be, what we need now is power. Should we declare Dalmasca free without the means to defend our claim, the Empire would crush us. You must take me to meet with the Gareth.
They live beyond Osman Plain.
Not exactly close.
Compensation, is that what you want?
Straight to the point, aren't we? I like that.
Well, we just know how you think.
Compensation. How about the ring?
What ring?
This? Isn't there something else?
I wonder if that's the ring that Rassler
No
gave
one's
her.
forcing you.
No one's forcing you, but he won't accept any other payment. which I guess means he wouldn't come. And they never explain why he wanted the ring, but okay.
I'll give it back to you as soon as I find something more valuable.
Oh, yeah?
What do you mean something more valuable?
But you'll know when you find it, right?
Hard to say. I'll know when I find it.
Oh, that's what I said.
What is it you want, Vaughn? What are you looking for?
He's looking for a reason to be in this plot.
What am I looking for? I guess... Well, you know...
No, I don't know. Alright, now that we're done with all of that. Woo! Sorry the video went so long, but I wanted to get all those cutscenes out of the way. Oh, well, we still got more cutscenes. Hang on, spoke too soon.
The Gareth are said to dwell in Kirwan.
So they do. We'll need to head south, past the Giza Plains.
It is the rains now in Giza. The wadis will be swollen with the deluge. Passage may be difficult.
But those same waters may also lay open new routes to us.
Regardless, we must go south, yes?
First things first. You're eager to be on your way, I know. But we should see that we're prepared before setting out.
I made my resolve 2 years ago. I swore to overcome any hardship I may face.
Man cannot live by resolve alone, Princess.
Alright, now we're finally back at Rabanastre. Yeah, so now we have our objective. The Gareth village should be south of Giza Plains. Well, we'll be dealing with the Gareth village some other time. In the next video, I'm going to do optional stuff, I think. But first and foremost, I need to find... where's our Moogling buddy right here? Let me just find a place to... The South Gate will do, and we'll save. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see Ash's point of view. It's not like I'm accusing her of anything, but I'm just saying, like, I'm sure at one point the Empire thought they were doing the right thing, and then now they're just knee-deep in doing the wrong thing. Unless you're Vayne, he, like, straight up just wants power, but yeah. Anyway. Sorry for that video taking so dang long, but I wanted to get it out of the way, just get everything out of the way. In the next video, we'll do some other stuff. Hopefully it will not take that long. Like I said, in the next video, we'll do some optional stuff. So thank you all so much for watching. My name is 480 Volts. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Peaces.